Namaskar and a very warm welcome to Total English Academy. Now, if you're preparing for SSC CGL, CHSL, or any other state competitive exam, you already know that phrasal verbs are the make or break section of the English paper. Now, most aspirants fail here because they try to memorize 1,000 verbs without understanding the context. So, in today's lesson, which is specifically designed for you, we are going to solve 5 high frequency questions using the elimination logic. Right, so we won't just find the correct answer, we will analyze all 4 options and then explain exactly why 3 of them are wrong, which will help you not just understand the correct answer for that sentence, but also apply your logic, the elimination logic, and understand why 3 of those options are wrong. Now, I am Joy, this is Total English Academy. Let's get started. So the first sentence that we have here today is, the committee has decided to dash the meeting due to the sudden demise of the chairman. The committee has decided to dash the meeting due to the sudden demise of the chairman. Let us first understand the meaning of demise. Okay, the meaning of demise is death. Now, the context of this sentence is that because the death of the chairman, the committee has decided to cancel or postpone the meeting, right? So that is the context here. So we are going to look at our options through that filter, right? So let us now look at our options. Our options are call off, option B call on, option C call for, and option D call out. Now let us start eliminating the options. Now let us look at option B, which is call on. Call on means to visit someone, okay? Visit or to ask someone to speak, okay? Ask for someone to speak, ask to speak, okay? Now obviously none of that applies to our context here of this particular sentence. Call for means to demand or require, to demand or require, okay? Now again, none of that also applies in this context. Now to call out means to challenge someone, to challenge someone, right? Again, that doesn't apply as well. So now we've eliminated down to our correct answer, which is call off. Now call off means to cancel or postpone, right? Cancel or postpone. So our correct answer is option A, call off, right? So let me now read out the sentence to you using the correct phrasal verb. The committee has decided to call off the meeting due to the sudden demise of the chairman, right? So because of the death of the chairman, the committee has decided to cancel the meeting. Is that very clear to you? Now let us move to the next sentence. Now the next sentence in our list is, it took her several months to dash the loss of her pet. It took her several months to dash the loss of her pet. Again, loss means death. So the context pretty much remains the same from the last sentence. That means that after the death of her pet, she has taken several months to recover. Okay, for her emotional recovery, she's taken considerable amount of time. So we are going to look at our options from that perspective, right? Let's look at our options now. Get by, get over, get through, and get off. Now let us start eliminating them. Now, get by means to survive. To survive obviously doesn't fit into our context here. To get through means to endure or pass a difficult time. Now some of you may wonder that this is the correct answer, but it is not, and I'll explain to you why in a moment. Okay, now let us understand get off. Now get off means to alight, okay? So you get off at your destination, you get off at a particular bus stand or a particular station, okay? Obviously doesn't apply to a context. Now let me tell you what the correct answer is. The correct answer is get over, which means to recover, okay? To recover. Now, some of you may be wondering why get through is not the correct answer. Now, get through is not the correct answer because it is very less specific to just emotional recovery. Okay, since we are talking about emotional recovery here, okay, the word emotional recovery, the context of emotional recovery is very important here because we are talking about the loss of a pet. Now, get through is not specific to emotional recovery. One can also get through a bad phase due to a lot of other reasons. Okay, somebody may have lost their money, that is what they are getting through. Somebody may have failed an exam, that is what they are trying to get through. But in get over specifically targets emotional recovery, which is why get over is the correct answer in this context. Okay, so let me read out the sentence using the correct phrasal verb again. It took her several months to get over the loss of her pet. Is that very clear to you why we have chosen get over as the correct answer? Okay, if you have any doubt, don't hesitate to comment and I'll get back to you. Okay, now let's move to the next sentence. Now the next sentence again is a very interesting sentence. It says, the thief managed to dash even though the police were chasing him. Okay, the thief managed to dash even though the police were chasing him. Now you have to understand that the thief, the context is very important. Okay, now the thief has already escaped. Okay, please understand this. The thief has already escaped. The thief is running away. The police are chasing behind him. The police are in pursuit of the thief. Now that is the specific context here. Now, having known the concept, now let us look at our options and try to eliminate the wrong answers and arrive at the correct answer. Okay, option A is break out, option B is break away, option C is break into, and option D is break up. Okay, let us first start by eliminating. Break up means to end or finish. Okay, usually used for a relationship or to break things into pieces. Okay, that is what break up means. Doesn't apply in this context. Now break into also doesn't apply because it means to enter. Okay, enter with the intention of committing a crime. Okay, now we know the thief has already committed a crime, so we are not talking about breaking into anywhere. Breaking into means to enter a property illegally to commit a crime. Okay, so doesn't apply to our logic here. Now let us look at these two options, option A and option B. Now break out means to escape. Okay, I'm not trying to confuse you here, but break away also means to escape. Now you would say, what is the correct answer? Now you have to understand the concept, the context here. Okay, now I've explained to you already that the context is the thief has already escaped. Okay, so since he's already escaped, the police are on the chase. The police are in pursuit of the thief. Now break out means to escape from an enclosed space. Okay, and enclosed place. What kind of an enclosed space or place can the thief be in? He can be in a prison. So a prison is an enclosed space. A prison is a place, or an enclosed place is a place where he is kept in captivity. So when somebody escapes from a place where they are kept in captivity, then we use break out. But the correct answer here is break away, because break away means to escape from the grip. Okay, from someone's grip, physical grip, from someone's physical grip. Okay, so the police may have already caught him, but then he escaped again, and somebody is chasing him or in pursuit. So when the thief is being chased and the police is in pursuit, the correct answer here is break away. Is that clear? The correct answer is break away. Now I've tried my best to explain to you. If you have any doubts, again, don't hesitate to ask in the comments and I'll explain to you again. Okay, the correct answer here is break away. as you can see, it is very important that you understand the context of the sentence. So my aim here is not to let you rote learn 1,000 different phrasal verbs. My intention here is to explain to you how you can put the correct phrasal verbs in the correct place by understanding the context of the sentence. Okay, so if you are enjoying this lesson so far, don't forget to subscribe and follow our channel for more. Now let us move to the next sentence. Okay, the next sentence we have here is again a very interesting sentence. Let's read the sentence together. Parents often find it difficult to dash their children in this digital age. I repeat, parents often find it difficult to dash their children in this digital age. So the context here, okay, let us of course understand the context. The context here is parents are finding it difficult to raise their children, okay, in this digital age. Okay, that is the context. The context is about raising the children in this digital age. Now let us look at the options. Option A is bring up, option B bring out, option C bring about, and option D bring in. Now let us play the game of elimination. Right, bring in means to introduce. Okay, introduce can be a law, okay, or a rule, right? That doesn't apply to our context here, so we've eliminated that. Bring about means to cause a change, okay. Could be somebody is caused a change through protest, through a revolution, right, through a social media post, but again that doesn't apply to our context here. Now bring out, okay, bring out means to make public, so an information which was kept a secret or was not known to many, that information has now been brought out, which means it has been made public, or to publish, okay, to publish a certain set of data or a book, okay. So in that case we'd use bring out. Again, doesn't apply in this context. So our correct answer for this sentence is option A, bring up. Okay, bring up means to raise, okay, raise, nurture, educate children, right? So our correct answer here is bring up. Now bring up is always used in the context of raising, nurturing and educating a child. Okay, so since it is a very specific phrasal verb, we will use that in this context. Okay, so let me now read the sentence to you. Parents often find it difficult to bring up their children in this digital age. Parents often find it difficult to raise their children in this in this digital age. All right, is that very clear to you? Let's move to the last sentence of today's lesson. Now, the sentence is, you must dash your expenses if you want to save money for the trip. You must dash your expenses if you want to save money for the trip. Now, the context here is you must reduce your expenses. You must decrease your expenses if you want to save money for the trip. Okay, the context is very clear to you. Now, let us look at eliminating our options. Okay, the options are cut down, cut off, cut out, cut down on, and cut in. Okay, now let us look at our options and start eliminating them. So cut off means to disconnect, right? To disconnect, to lose connection, right? Doesn't apply to this sentence in this context, right? Now cut out means to stop or to remove something. Okay, now some of you may wonder that cut out could be the option here, but it is not the option here, because the context is to reduce, to decrease. The context is not to stop. Okay, the context is not to stop or to remove. The context is to reduce, okay, or decrease. Okay, nobody is asking you to absolutely stop spending. Okay, nobody is asking you to stop your expenses or remove your expenses. You are being asked to reduce your expenses. Okay, that is why cut out is not the correct option here. Okay, let us eliminate the last option that we have, that is cut in. Okay, cut in is to come in between. Okay, come in between, right? Again, doesn't apply in this context. Now, so what is the correct answer here? The correct answer here is cut down on. Now, cut down on means to reduce expenditure. Okay, we use this, expenditure, right? We use this in particular context of expenses or in the particular context of expenditure. Okay, this phrasal verb cut down on is used in this specific context. So that is our correct answer. That is our correct answer. Now let me read out the sentence to you again. You must cut down on your expenses if you want to save money for the trip. Okay, with that we come to the end of this lesson. If you happen to like this lesson or if you have any queries, don't forget to comment and subscribe to Total English Academy. I am Joy. This is Total English Academy. Until next time, goodbye.